Are you a male with a family history of prostate issues, uses androgens, or deals with a high level of oxidative stress and inflammation? If so, the next 3 minutes may be very valuable to you as we discuss what the medical and scientific research has discovered about prostate enlargement, and at the end, we'll talk about how the Leviathan prostate support may help. I'm Thomas Kirk, a product development researcher talking to you from Ruapehu, New Zealand. One of my largest projects of 2025 has been working on the challenge of prostate enlargement, what supplemental interventions we can introduce to then help people at risk reduce their rate of growth. This project in particular has been quite important to me because my father and grandfather both had prostate issues quite young. This is a textbook case where I'd say I have a family history of prostate enlargement, and if I want to get ahead of it for my own use and help my father's quality of life, we need to act now. Both research and clinical data clearly show that prostate enlargement is generally discovered very late in the process, and at the point of discovery there are many factors contributing that may also muddy the water of what we're looking at. To simplify, I'll break this down to the core fundamentals, addressing what actions we know we can take from my research. So what is this prostate enlargement we're concerned about? The technical term is benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, and it develops through a process of excessive growth, inflammation, and scarring of the prostate gland, which leads to driving pressure around the urethra, the tract which allows urine to pass through, as well as pressing up on the bladder, which can cause relief issues. This leads to those problems that we all hear about in older men, where the urination results in a bit of a trickle, not much flow, rather than a healthy, steady stream, as well as the inability to completely empty the bladder, which results in more frequent trips to the bathroom and a constant feeling of discomfort, like they need to go to urinate more. Now, this enlargement is commonly attributed to hormonal changes, particularly around dihydrotestosterone and testosterone metabolism. Hence, you can see why PEDs can play a role in this. But also other factors such as lifestyle, oxidative stress, and inflammation load play a big factor. And all of this is dictated by the person's underlying genetic predisposition, which is where family history can be predictive. Like in my case, we can use all these factors to predict who may be at a higher risk and may need to pay more attention earlier on in life. Now, while the hormonal mechanisms take much of the credit here, I would actually drive attention more to the scarring and the inflammation that is going on. When we talk about underlying root causes and what is persisting long term, this is what we should be addressing. So while more DHT will encourage more growth of the cells overall, higher oxidative stress creates more damage, it interferes with waste clearance, and we get a constant cycle of more inflammation creating more oxidative stress, creating more inflammation. All of this contributes to scar tissue buildup and buildup of cells which are non-functioning, unhealthy. It's the second point on this is that we need to understand that the process begins quite early on in life, certainly much earlier than most men realize. Research shows that this shift can start to occur to men at risk in their 20s, with measurable data being shown around age 25. Now, everyone will expect a different time point, but for those males that are seeing issues in their 40s, the 20s and early 30s is what we're looking at. And of course, rates increase more and more as we see diagnosis in 50s and 60s. So for those age groups, they're definitely wanting to be looking at their 30s and 40s. We are talking about meaningful changes occurring over a decade before most people will go in and have their issue diagnosed. This is why early intervention is a good idea. By the time most are diagnosed, they're well down the road. If you are at that stage, it is harder to undo the prostate damage and enlargement that has occurred than it is to prevent it if action was taken a decade earlier. So bearing this in mind, what is the approach that we have taken with the Leviathan prostate support formula to help tackle these problems early? The zinc and selenium provides a powerful nutritional source of antioxidant protection. The punicolagen and other bioactives in the pomegranate extract, as well as the cavricol in the oregano extract, both provide muscle relaxing actions as well as fighting inflammation within the prostate tissue. By reducing this constriction so it's relaxed, as well as reducing the swelling, we're able to loosen the urinary tract and have a better flow. The The hibiscus also provides anti-inflammatory action, and the stabilized sulforaphane from the specialized sulfidine broccoli extract helps to clear out waste and damaged cells as well as promote repair. Finally, the hibiscus and cranberry extracts provide an antibacterial support for within your urinary tract, preventing bacterial growth that can occur when urine gets trapped, pooling, as in the case of those who aren't properly emptying their bladder. Importantly, these ingredients have all been investigated in human applications and will work on preventative and restorative actions to help support your prostate health. However, we already have feedback from some of the users of prostate support, these men who have enlarged prostates and urinary issues. They have already seen success within 2 weeks. We can't promise the same for everyone, but it's progress that we're very pleased with. I hope this short video has provided some valuable insight into prostate health. While hormonal factors do play a role, I'd urge focus on the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory mechanisms as our primary directive, rather than androgen suppressing ingredients such as your saw palmetto and your pumpkin seed extracts. Getting ahead of the problem early is also massively influential. Don't wait until you find yourself up 6 times a night, or pissing a shot glass at a time. Look at your family history, talk to your doctor about assessments and scans that can be made in order to assess where you are at. And if you want to learn more about prostate health for yourself, we have more information on the ingredients within prostate support and their relative actions, the anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, muscle relaxing, and antioxidant actions, all available at leviathan-nutrition.com. Thank you.